friends. Welcome to Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to Relax and Reset. My name is Nadine Eram, and I'm so glad to be back with you, sharing classes from Australia and also sharing Relax and Reset with you today. Our theme for today's class and for this Parkinson's Awareness Month is Movement is Medicine. During our faster paced classes, perhaps you're thinking about the patterns intently or keeping up or what's coming next, and there may not be quite as much time to reflect. Today's class, of course, is all about slowing down, settling our nervous system, stretching our body, and creating space in body and mind. And so I would love for you to take this time during class to think about what movement means to you, especially on this Parkinson's journey. To me, movement is indeed medicine. Movement is a way to connect with myself and calm and nurture my body, or equally increase my energy levels through more upbeat, higher intensity forms of movement. There's so many different ways that we can use movement to support ourselves. So I hope you feel supported during this class, during this whole month, as we acknowledge Parkinson's Awareness Month and honor you, our wonderful PFP community. But for now, let's settle back and relax and reset. Go ahead and slide your shoes off if you're at home. I'll keep my shoes on today, being outside. But slide your shoes off, get nice and comfy and cozy. You'll just need one chair for today's class. I'm on a bench, so I'll be modifying slightly, but be guiding you through the whole time about how to create the best experience for you during today's class so that you can really settle in. Okay, so go ahead and slide back in the seat that you're sitting in, stepping your feet a footprint in front of your knees. Heavy your spine back and rest your palms facing down in your lap. If it feels supportive, go ahead and close your eyes altogether, or if you'd prefer, maybe you softly gaze to your lap. And then wherever you have settled, just a moment to observe how you have arrived to your seat today. What's happening in your physical body in this moment. What's moving through your mind. Where your energy is at. And how your heart feels in this moment. Welcoming yourself as we always do, exactly as you are. Beginning to deepen your breath. Deep breath in through your nose. A long breath out through your mouth. Again, just like that, a deep breath in. And a long breath out. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Release control of your breath. But take time to continue to observe your breath, how and where it moves. Most noticeably in and out of you, do you feel a really significant rise and fall in the chest or down to the belly? Or is it more the air moving in and out of your nose or in through nose and out through mouth that has anchored your attention? Wherever you are, whatever you are experiencing, hold your awareness there. Breath by breath, allow your attention to move out of the busyness of the mind and into the strength and wisdom of your body. A few more easy breaths here. As you breathe, perhaps reflecting on our theme for this month, movement is medicine. What does movement mean to you? What does movement bring into your world? And how does it support you? Perhaps in the very obvious ways of increasing strength or flexibility or balance, but also taking time to consider the less obvious ways that movement can support us in terms of PFP. As we move together, we build community, we grow together. We nurture connections not only for strengthening our body, but also supporting ourselves moving through this Parkinson's journey. Just taking time to reflect on that for the next few breaths, allowing these breaths to continue to soothe and calm your body. And then as you're ready, after your next long, easeful exhale out, blink your eyes open and welcome yourself back into the space that you find yourself in. Take time to shift forward one hip at a time to the very front edge of your seat. Today we are going to spend a lot of time and attention on our hip and pelvic region. So begin by just rocking your knees from side to side, loosening up through this area to create more fluidity of movement, especially when it comes to stride length, supporting a more energy efficient form of gait, and perhaps one that feels a little more comfortable too. So a lot of attention to the hips and pelvis, and then of course the low back. I mean, we know that everything is connected, so we work on one area and it supports others. But that will be our point of focus today. Let's step our feet a little wider now. Heels in, toes out. Continue to have your hands on the fronts of your knees, and now dip your right knee down. Draw it all the way back up, paying just as much attention to drawing back as you do to the dip down. So widening that right knee out, maybe beginning to feel a stretch through your inner thigh right from the very beginning of this gentle movement. Now let's pair our breath with the movement. So inhale as you draw the right knee back. Exhale as you dip your left knee forward. Inhale back. Exhale, dip. Keep on going just like that. Let's do one more to each side. Pause with your left knee dipped forward and begin to turn your whole torso to your right side. You can shuffle your right foot to the right side of your chair and make sure the underside of your thigh is supported by the base of your chair. A little tricky for me to demonstrate on the bench, but creating this really supported front leg position. And then in terms of the back leg, it does not need to be extended quite so far out. It can be a little bit closer bent in, or if you can and feel that it is supportive in your body, inch those left toes back a little bit. Hook the back of your right forearm to the back of your chair, and then take your left hand behind your head. Widen that left elbow out, puff your chest up, tip your heart to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more time. Inhale. And an exhale. Lifting your upper body back to neutral. Keep your left hand behind your head and then reach your left elbow point to the sky as you dip your right ear down to your right shoulder or to the back of your chair. Feeling that stretch now through the left side of your torso, all the way down across your left hip and into your left thigh. Let's hold here. 2 more breaths. Big breath in. Long breath out. Keep reaching that left elbow towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Rise all the way back upright. Remove your left hand first, slide your left foot in, and then extend it directly out in front of you. You'll need to pivot your torso slightly. Right toes continue to stay pointing to the right. Now your left leg is pointing directly in front of you and your torso is square over that leg. Anchor your heel down, draw your toes back towards you, squeeze your left kneecap up, and then slide both hands forward and down the front of your left leg. Here you can nod your head up and down, and that may bring more stretch into the low back as well as the back of the left leg. And let's enjoy 2 more breaths here. Breath in, breath out, breath in, and out. Rising all the way back up. Bend into your left knee, heel toe that foot wide, nice and wide to meet the right. And then take your left hand, slide it down the inside of your left shin. Right hand now goes behind your head. Pull that right elbow back. At the same time, use your left arm to press your left knee back. Feeling that left inner thigh stretch. Turn your heart to the sky. Big breath in. Long breath out. You may choose to extend your right arm up and back, holding here. 1 more inhale and an exhale. Rise all the way back up, a hand to each knee. Dip your left shoulder forward, turn your gaze to the right. Continue to press both legs back. Come all the way back up, spine tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, dip your right shoulder forward. Look to your left. Inhale high. Exhale and dip. Inhale, lengthen. Last time through. Exhale, dip. Rise all the way back up. Right hand now, slide it down the inside of your right thigh. Left hand behind your head. Pull that left elbow back as you press your right inner thigh back. Turn your heart to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, release. 1 more round of breath here. Nice, friends. Rising all the way up, hopefully feeling a little more space through the inner thighs. Keep your left leg where it is. Heel toe the right foot to center and then extend it long. We'll do everything in reverse that we just did on the other side. So 2 hands now to your right thigh, heel down, toes back, kneecap up. So front of the leg is engaged, which allows greater stretch and release through the back of the leg. Lengthen up through the side body, breath in. Bow forward and down as you breathe out. Let your head hang heavy. If that causes any sharp pains, shooting pains, anything like that, then please ease out of this stretch some. Otherwise, you can gently nod your head up and down. Stay connected to your breath. 1 more easy round of breath, in and out. And then all the way back up you come. Again, keep that left leg where it is. Slide your right foot in. Now start to turn your whole torso to the left. Dip your right knee down and slide your right foot back any amount. Remembering that it might feel very different on this side compared to the other side. So look after your body as always. Hook that left forearm around the back of your chair. Let's start with right hand to the base of your skull. Heavy your head back into your hand. Begin to puff your heart up to the sky. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, maybe a gentle lean back. Again, an inhale here. and an exhale. One more time, breath in and a breath out. Lifting your body back upright, and now right elbow tips up towards the sky, left ear to your left shoulder, creating greater stretch through the whole right side of the body. Notice if the upper body wants to round here, can you continue to turn your heart upwards, open through that chest as the right elbow reaches high. Let's hold one more inhale and an exhale. And then rising all the way back up, free your right hand, maybe to your left thigh so that you can lean forward into it. Slide your right foot in, 2 feet back to face forward. Have your knees side by side, feet side by side, and just rock left to right, right to left. Once again, just releasing any tension that may have built up there. Now, we've been giving our legs a whole heap of attention right from the get-go. Let's just take a moment to check in with the upper body and make sure no tension has crept in there. So reset your feet directly beneath your knees, and we'll start with some seated cat-cow. This will mobilize through our spine right down into the low back, which again helps this whole hip pelvic region. As you breathe in, slide your hands back to your hips, push your chest forward and up, chin up to the sky. And as you breathe out, hands to knees, round through the length of your spine. Inhale, lift up, open up, heart bright. And as you exhale, a gentle round. One more time, breath in and out. Rise on up, spine long, roll your shoulders back, widen your feet ever so slightly, circle your whole body around now. Again, just loosening through the low back, but also giving yourself a chance to explore just how do I feel through my upper body today? And then back in the other direction you go. If you're feeling particularly keen, we can link an upper body specific class to the end of this relax and reset, and you can get the full whole body experience, upper and lower body. Yeah, if your heart desires. All right, come all the way back up. Let's heel toe the feet back together once again. Hooking your hands out in front of you, adding a little bit of rotation in, focusing more on the mid-back now, just loosening up through the trunk. We know that a loose and mobile trunk is also very, very important for fluidity of gait. Helps with step length and stride length if the upper body is also loose. So let's inhale one way, exhale the other. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Great, friends. Hands to your knees. Close your eyes down. Take a few gentle rolls of your shoulders. And then settle your shoulders back and down. Keep your left foot grounded back to the lower body. Take both hands around the front of your right shin and squeeze your right knee up. Shoulders stay relaxed, chest is bright. You can take time to circle through your right ankle here. But mostly we're focusing on just compressing that right hip joint just for a moment. You may also feel a stretch into the right outer hip, back of hip with this one. And then 2 options for our outer hip stretch. Cross your right ankle over your left and open your right knee out to the right side. Or bring that right ankle up to your left knee. Again, let the right knee drop down any amount. Whichever variation you take, stay active through your right foot. 2 hands to your right shin or upper thigh if your foot is lower down. And start to twist around to look back over your left shoulder. Maybe you stay here or dip your right shoulder that little bit further forward and down towards your right knee. Turn your gaze to the sky. Notice if your jaw is tight. Can you loosen that? And come back to breath. Deep inhale. Long exhale. One more time, breath in and out. Rising all the way back up. Keep the legs turned back to center. Cross your right knee fully over your left. And let's take a counter twist. Left forearm to the outside of your right thigh. Right hand to the back of the chair. Pull yourself around in your twist. Spine is long this time. Push down into your left foot, into your sit bones. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Let's hold and breathe. Easy breath in. Long breath out. One more time. A breath in. And out. Coming all the way back to center, taking a hand to each knee and melting into a forward fold. You can widen your feet any amount. Slide your hands down your shins, heavy your head down, and allow your low back to release. Keeping your hands either hooked forward on your shins or reach back to the front legs of the chair that you're sitting in. Allow your shoulder blades to melt to the left and right side of your upper back, and let's breathe together. One round of breath. Easy inhale. Effortless exhale. Rising on up. While we're still focusing on this right side, bring your feet back together and take a slow and steady stand. Coming around to the right side of your chair, I'll try and use the right side of this bench, and we'll do some hip circles. So starting off, just loosening up through the right hip, come up onto your right toes, open the foot out a little bit, and just wash that right knee in and out a few times, mirroring what we did when we were seated. But just allows a little bit more, a slightly different range of motion, let's put it that way. Loosening that right hip all the way. And then continuing to hold on, make sure you're supported. If you need more support, maybe you're holding onto a wall with the right hand, or holding on more firmly to a countertop, whatever you need to be as supported as you can. Let's start now to circle the right leg around. So bring your knee across the left, up to chest and out wide. And again, focusing on that widening of your right leg. That's the way. Okay, 2 more easy circles. And then back to our little twisty twist. Keeping the rest of the body relaxed. Good, great friends. While we're here, and since we're focusing on gait, ankle mobility is also super important. So just a few heel toe motions. And then tapping the inner seam of your foot to the floor and the outer. Tap inside and outside of the foot. Twice more. And last one. You might even feel that all the way up to your right hip. I know I am when I do that. Okay, come on back down. Take a seat front edge of the chair. And same again on the left side. So let's start with a static hold. Draw your left knee up to your chest and then arrange the rest of your body in the most upright yet comfortable position that you can. Once you've created this stretch and shape with the left leg, come back to your breath. As always, come back to your breath. Tune in, ask yourself, what am I feeling in my body in this moment? Maybe take some ankle circles. And then let's come into our outer hip stretch. So again, ankle over ankle. I'm going to stay with this variation on this side, or come up to ankle over knee. Wherever you are, just allowing that left knee to drop out naturally, but keeping a little bit of tone in the left foot so the leg is active. And then a little bow forward and down. Maybe a twist to your right side now. And if you have your left leg high, 2 hands can hold the shin. If you have your left foot low, like I do, maybe a hand to each leg. As you dip your left shoulder to your left knee, but keep your heart turning brightly up to the sky. Enjoy one more inhale and an exhale. Come all the way up. I should have offered this variation on the other side. I'm sorry I didn't, but 2 options, left knee over right, or 2 feet side by side for your counter twist. Okay, so right forearm to the outside or wrist to the outside of your left leg, left hand to the back of the chair, and again, legs crossed or side by side. Spine upright. Let's take an inhale. Settle for your exhale. One more time, breath in. And a breath out. Coming all the way back to center. Unhook the legs, give them a little wash side to side. Before we come to a standing position to go through that a little bit more hip work on the left side, reset your feet hip width distance apart. Take your hands to your hips and we'll move into a few rounds of pelvic tilt. So pelvic tilting is quite subtle and can sometimes take a little bit of practice to get the hang of. So we'll come into anterior pelvic tilt first, which is where you rock forward on your sit bones, your hip points kind of shoot forward, and there's a bit of an arch into the spine. And then posterior pelvic tilt, it's almost like you're tucking your tailbone beneath you, rocking back on your sit bones, and feeling a scoop in the low pelvis and belly. Inhale to rock forward, and exhale to rock back. Inhale forward. So it differs to seated cat-cow, where we bring the whole exhale back, the whole spine into the picture. Here we try and isolate this movement to the pelvis. You can also practice this subtle movement lying with your knees bent up on your bed, rocking back and forth, or you can do it in standing. Great way to release through the pelvic area. One more time. Inhale forward, anterior pelvic tilt, and exhale back. Rock forward to anterior pelvic tilt. Slide your hands to your knees. Take a slow stand, forward and up. Make your way around to the left side of your chair. And let's just start with our twisty twist. Left toes. Rock that knee in and out, in and out. Maybe you close your eyes down, you know what's coming now, so close your eyes down, asking yourself, how does this side feel and compare to your right side? As you feel ready and ensuring that you have enough support, let's move into our big hip circles. And then come on back to anchoring your left toes down. Take that twist in and out once again. We'll glide our awareness all the way down to the left ankle, rocking dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. So landing from heel to toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. And then inversion and eversion, rocking onto the inside of your left foot and then the outside. Inside and outside. Stay standing with that if you're onto a good thing. If you'd like to try it seated, you can definitely do it seated. Keep that left hand grounded on your left thigh as just a reminder to steady through your left thigh. So you're not doing this. We're really isolating the movement right down at the ankle. Wonderful, friends. And then take a seat if you're not already, rocking your knees from side to side. A little bit of massage here, resetting your feet directly beneath your knees, thumbs to the inner thighs, forefingers to the out. Release through your quadriceps. Right up into the hip flexors. So 2 thumbs into your hip flexors, releasing any tension there. Can be potentially a little bit tender, so just go easy. And then maybe your forefingers come together, hands cup, releasing any tension through the back of the hamstrings, and that might translate down into the calves. And perhaps you close your eyes down and just move, massage, release in a way that feels intuitive and supportive to how you feel in this moment. And then one more heart opener, just to give our upper body that attention it deserves and needs. Swoop your hands all the way back behind you. Hold on to the back of your chair. Pinch your shoulder blades together. And then just let your chest press ever so gently forward. Chin lift to the sky. Take an inhale. Stay for your exhale. One more time. A breath in. And breath out. Sit tall, sweep your hands wide, wrap them all the way around you, elbow points high, inhale. Elbows to your low ribs as you exhale. One more time, breath in. Slowing down, turning our awareness inwards once again, breath out. Sit up tall, keep those eyes closed, melt your hands down to your thighs, and then one hip at a time, slide back in your chair. Heavy your spine back, or move into a position that feels a little more comfortable. Maybe you lie down on your sofa or bed if it's nearby. Pad yourself up with pillows, blankets, whatever you need. Take time to scan your awareness through your whole body. Soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Imagine that feeling of relaxation simply washing down and through your entire being. Let your awareness once again drop out of your mind into your body. Noticing how you feel. Releasing any tension if you come across any. Allowing stillness to move through your entire being. Letting your body rest, noticing in particular the lower half of your body and how you feel around the hip and pelvic area. I definitely feel a greater awareness through that part of my body, a greater sense of space and freedom. I hope you do too. Enjoy a few more easy breaths here. And as you're ready, drumming your fingers ever so gently on your thighs. Stay connected to your breath as you flutter your eyes open and welcoming yourself back. Slide your hands forward to your knees Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Slide your feet beneath your knees. And you are now all set to glide into the remainder of your day, whatever that looks like for you. Stride into it, perhaps I should say, with a lovely long step length and hips that I hope feel a little more open and free. Anyway, friends, that is Relax and Reset for today. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, please do leave me a comment. I'm checking them all the way from Australia and will reply to each of you. If not, a thumbs up would be wonderful underneath this class. I hope you enjoy Parkinson's Awareness Month and all that we have planned for you. And thank you as always for supporting PFP. Bye for now.